Welcome back guys, this is Richard from Productive Academy and let's dive into the second video of the Flutter tutorial series. And in this video we are going to set up the environment for Flutter in Android Studio. And if you had installed Android Studio and if Android Studio didn't support in your computer or in your laptop, then kindly skip this video and watch the next video, because in the next video I will be giving you a tutorial on VS Code. So if Android Studio is not supported in your computer, or if Android Studio runs very slow in your computer, you can choose that alternative. So I'll get started. First, make sure you have downloaded Android Studio and installed it. Once you install Android Studio, go to Start and type in Android Studio. Yeah, I'm getting the app. Click on it. Click Enter. Just wait for it to open.
Few moments later. One eternity later.
So yeah, Android Studio has been finally opened. Here we need to install the Flutter plugin inside our Android Studio. So how do I do it? I'll go to Configure, click on Configure, go to Plugins. Here type in Flutter, Flutter, and it will take a while for it to search. For me it's showing that I'm already installed Flutter. So for you, it will ask you install button, click on install. It will also ask you to install Dart when you are installing Flutter. Click on OK and it will install Dart for you. And once the installation is done, click on OK and it will exit the window. Now we need to create a virtual device. A virtual device is a virtual cell phone in which we can run our app. So how to do it? Go to Configure again, click on AVD Manager. Once you click on it, a new window will be opened. Yeah, here click on New Virtual Device. I'm having two already. I have created two already, but you need to create a new one. So click on Create New Virtual Device and select a phone. There are lots of options. There is Pixel, Nexus and Galaxy, etc. So click on the one you like. I'm clicking on Pixel 3a. This is the phone that will be created for me, and its height is 5.6 inches, 1080px into 2220px, I guess. And once you click on a phone, don't click on TV or tablet, click on phone, because we are going to develop an Android app and it will be best for tested in a phone, right? So click on phone and then click next. Now we need to download an Android version. I've downloaded the R version already because it is the latest version. You can download any version you like, but I would recommend you to download the latest version. And once you download it, click on that version and click on next. Here it will ask you to confirm all your selections and make sure your orientation is portrait and your graphics is automatic, and then you can click finish. I'm not going to click finish because I've already have two virtual devices, so I'm not going to click on finish. I'm going to click on cancel. But once you click on finish, it will take you few amount of time and it will consume you probably 1 or 2 GBs to complete this complete installation, I guess. So once it's all done, your new virtual device will be created. So I'm going to click on cancel, but you can click on finish and create your new virtual device. So yeah, we have our virtual devices created now and we install the Flutter plugin. That's it, we can create a new Flutter project now. So before you create a new Flutter project, close Android Studio and open it again. When you open it again, you will get a new option called Start a New Flutter Project. Click on that option. Here, click on Flutter Application. We need to develop a Flutter application. So click on Flutter Application, click on Next. And here you can give your application a name. I'm gonna call my application Flutter App Course 1. So this is our Flutter course. I'm selecting the name as Course 1. You can select any name you like. Here we need to give the Flutter SDK path. We downloaded a Flutter SDK in the previous video, right? We need to give that path of the downloaded location. So I'm gonna say click on this. This will browse the path for me, and I downloaded it inside F, I guess. Yeah, inside F, inside Flutter 1.17.5, this folder. Yeah, I'm gonna click on OK and the path is selected. Now click on next. And if you have a domain, you can give the domain name here, but it's okay to leave it as it is. Don't worry about it. Just click on finish. Now a new Flutter app will be created for you. Well, a demo app will be created which has demo code inside it. So yeah, a new Flutter project has been created and you can see we are having some code right here. And although this code might seem big, this is actually a small code. Most of the part is taken by the comment section. So this is a demo app code given by Flutter itself. Whenever you create a new Flutter app, this demo code will be given. You can either build upon this code or you can delete this whole thing and start from the beginning. It's your wish. So let's test this demo app. How do we do it? First we need to start our emulator, start that virtual device we created, right? That Android device. We need to start it. How do I start it? You can either go here and the devices will be listed here. For me it's not listing, so I will go to this icon right here. I guess you can't see it, so I will minimize it. Yeah, I'll go to, oh my god, I'll go to this icon right here, AVD manager. I'll click on that window. Here I'll open my AVD. I will click on Pixel 3a and click on play button. So now you can see my virtual phone has been started. So this is my virtual device, and you can pretty much do anything you do with your own smartphone in this device, because it's similar to a smartphone, just that it's in a computer, that's all. So it's similar to a smartphone, and you can do all operations you would do with a smartphone. So let's begin running our app in that smartphone, in this virtual device. So first I will make sure these both are in the same window, so I'll just minimize it. Yeah, and I don't need this part and I don't need this part, so I'm just keeping the code. So this is the complete code, and to run this I can just click on here, click on run button, and it will run this whole code for me in the smartphone, because in the devices part I have selected this smartphone, so it will run it in this smartphone. So let's wait for a minute, because when the first time you're running your app in your emulator, it will take you it took me nearly 5 minutes. I don't know how long it will take you, so let's see. So as you can see, our Flutter app is successfully loaded in our emulator. So this is our demo app which was given by Flutter. So what this app does is, whenever I push this button, this number increases. So let me try it. I'll click on it once. You have pushed this button this many times, 1. So how many times I push this button, this number will be increased. There is something called as hot reload in Flutter. Well, what is it? Let me show you what is hot reload. I'll minimize this one. I'll search for, you have pushed the button this many times. I'll search for this letter in this app. Where is it? They might have printed it. Yeah, you have pushed the button this many times. So let me change something here. So I'll call it, you have pushed the button this many times, idiot. So I'm adding the word idiot and I'm saving it. Now this change instantly was modified in this app as well. So you don't need to, when you make a change, you don't need to run the app from the beginning. You just need to save the change and it will be immediately modified in this app. So that is the hot reload, a special feature in Flutter. We have successfully created a Flutter project and ran it in our emulator. So if this works perfectly for you, then congrats, you have successfully set up the environment. But if it shows you any error, make sure you watch the previous video and this video again, and make sure you have done all the steps exactly, or if you have done any mistakes in the steps you are following. So make sure you correct that. And even after doing all those steps, if it runs for you slowly or it shows you any error running this part, well, you can either Google it or you can watch the next video in which I will be explaining you how to run a Flutter app in VS Code. Well, that is for people who are having low-end computers and low-end laptops, who can't support Android Studio in their computers or laptops. So make sure you watch next video to have Flutter run in your low-end computer or laptop. And if you did found this video useful, please leave a like, it would help me a lot. And if you are having any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section. I will definitely reply them. And I'm releasing new videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.